Dude, this is cool. I never would have thought this would be a cool idea, but look at this.
She's a little problem child, bro.
Look at blue cabinets. That's actually kind of sick.
That is nice, actually. Yeah.
I was never expecting something like that to.
We
cool.
we saw a couple houses on Zillow when we were looking.
Yeah.
That had like blue cabinets, or one had green cabinets. It was like a kind of like the color of my hoodie.
I don't know if I could do green.
Actually, it was like this color, yeah, but it looked good because like the kitchen was like white and gray, and I don't know. When you hear about it, you're like, "Fuck that."
Also, I feel like when I saw green roofs, it's like, who would get a green roof? Unless you went to Michigan State and trying to get some alumni status going, just showing it off.
Yeah.
But
I know green. Nobody really does that shit anymore, though.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, like you can still get it.
It looks whack.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't match with anything, unless it was white. If it was a white house,
I don't know. I don't like green roofs or red roofs or blue roofs.
just stick with black. Black goes.
Why can't you just get a black roof or a gray roof?
Black goes. Not even brown. Fuck the brown ones.
Yeah,
too.
I don't like brown roofs either.
Just black goes with literally anything.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, it's 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I just got back from the gym.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I did my shit early today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ended up having a pretty busy day. I've like literally been nonstop action. I will say though, my go-to, I learned this from you, by the way. When I'm on the call at work, when I'm sitting on my laptop at my desk,
yeah,
I just have COD open. And then every time we take a break, because we take two like 15-minute breaks, and we take a 45-minute break. So on the 15-minute breaks, I'll play a match of multiplayer or two, and whatever I have time for. The 45-minute, I play a round of zombies because I know I have time for it.
Right.
And I'll just exfil. Like if it's starting to get close to the time, I'm like, whatever. I'll just jump in.
Yeah, dude, it's so, especially if you have a meeting where you don't have to have your camera on. It's just like, okay.
I mean, I do have my camera on, so I only play on break time. But yeah,
dude, when I was getting retrained from where like at the last place before I quit, dude, it was just the entire 2 weeks. It was all on Zoom. It was the cameras. I didn't give a single fuck.
Fuck yeah, dude. No, I like that. I mean,
so funny.
What do they expect when you're gonna have people on a Zoom call that you don't have to have a camera on for? Like,
yeah,
what do you expect?
You're gonna have me on a Zoom call for something that I already did the job for like 2 years. Come on, I can play some zombies in the meantime.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like right now, dude. I have this itch I can't scratch for COD because the new season started and we got Rebirth Island, and I literally haven't done any. I literally haven't touched it.
Me neither. I want to jump in so bad.
I think I played like 7 matches of multiplayer total, and I've done 1 round of zombies, and that's literally it since the new season came out. I haven't fucking touched anything.
All I did was I just jumped on, and when I let my update copy, and I just went in and fixed all my loadouts for the new updated stuff, and then I was like, okay, I just wanted to get my stuff set so that way when we go to play Warzone, I'm just good to go.
That's what I ended up doing yesterday before the movie. After you guys peer pressured my ass. I'm so glad I did that. Damn.
It's even better a second time. It's just
it was insane.
It's
yeah.
Pure cinema.
But I just like built out all my stuff.
Yeah.
I built out all my classes. I was like, I don't know what's gonna be good, what's gonna be shit now, because they rebalance everything. And like even like if you try to use like the meta app and stuff, it's like somebody's got to input all of that data,
right.
And the only way they can get that is if they test everything,
right?
Because they literally have to like play test every single gun, every attachment. Like they have to do all of these builds. Yeah. So
there's so many attachments to go through too.
And I don't know if like, I'm sure they could probably use AI to like scrub through all of the data on the attachments and like what gives the best recoil control, what gives but a lot of it's like. You can't do it for everything.
Yeah.
Because if you were just purely basing it off stats, I mean, this from doing build crafting and stuff. It's not just about the stat bars.
You actually have to read what's on the thing.
And you have to pick something that suits your playstyle too. Like how precise are you with aiming? How often are you sprinting? How much do you crouch? Like all of those different things change how you might, especially for like when you're picking like an underbarrel or something.
Yeah.
It's like it's like you might see what's like the meta and be like, I don't think that's the best thing for me. So I'm gonna use something different, right? So like especially when new guns come out, somebody's literally got to play all those builds and
Mhm.
figure everything out and input all that info in.
I think we should all run the cowboy loadouts again.
That'd be fun.
That was the most fun game of Warzone I've ever had.
There isn't a lever action, but there is that.
No, there's a bolt action that we could
There's
use.
a bolt action. There is a lever action. Conversion kit for one of the marksman rifles. It was one of the weekly challenges last season.
Oh, okay, yeah, we could easily run that.
And I know you finished all of them. I
yeah.
finished all of them. Hunter's not going to have any of that shit.
I think there's some MW2 guns in there that you can still use for the lever actions.
Well, that's probably true too. Yeah, but yeah, there is a new one, and I want to fuck around with it and build it out because when I was trying to rush and figure out what weekly challenges I was going to finish, it was like the haymaker one, and then it was I wanted the glassless. I saw that one, the lever action thing, and I was like, fuck. I was like, that sounds really cool. I'll probably never use it, but it sounds dope. And I'm glad I finished all of them. Yeah, because
I do them all every time. It's just might as well.
I'm glad I got the subverter done too, because that's what like that. If you look, that's what people are saying is like the meta AR right now.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That'll be fun to try out.
Yeah, I've never. It's literally 0 XP level 1 for me. I've never shot it before, so. Actually, I did get 10 kills with it in multiplayer today because I had it as a challenge.
Whenever I get one of those new ones, I immediately go into zombies and I just pop a double XP and I level up the entire thing in one round.
That's what I was doing today. That new SMG, I did the battle pass up to I used my 22s and I went straight up so I could get the SMG. Because I was like, the sniper's cool from whatever what was that? Black Ops 2? What game was that? Advanced Warfare?
Yeah, Advanced, yeah.
From Advanced Warfare. That sniper looks cool.
Yeah.
But,
I don't snipe that much anymore.
And people are saying that it won't be a one-shot headshot. And I'm like, fuck it, it's not even worth it. But I went straight up to the SMG because I'm like, I love SMGs. Yeah. They're my favorite gun.
Yeah, I use those way more in there too.
Yeah. And I like that thing. People are like, oh, it's the new MP. It's a remake of the MP7. It kind of is. It kind of is. It has some cool hip fire capability. Because I played with that in multiplayer today, so I got 2 games in with it, and then I played with that in zombies today for 1 game. So I have it. It only has 18 levels, which is nice too. It's not one that's like 30 or 22 or some shit.
It goes fast.
Yeah, it goes super fast. I'm like 16 out of 18 or some shit, but like you can hip fire it pretty well if you build it out. That was my favorite thing about the MP7, like the OG MP7 in Warzone 1. You could just hip fire the shit out of that thing. I love that. Especially the one that had like the lightning effects on it.
Those are cool.
Yeah. I miss all the tracers and shit I used to have.
Yeah, I only had I had a cool blue one I remember. And the red, white, and blue, the M4.
The red, white, and blue. And you probably had the Kilo. The blue Kilo one.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that one was that was the first one they put in.
It was. Yeah.
And everyone was, oh my god, it's a laser. And then people were like, tracers are shit because everyone could see where you are.
Exactly
and I was like, fuck, that's kind of true. So I kind of stopped using them.
You know, for how easy it is to figure out where people are at in Warzone, I run all my shit loud now. I don't even run suppressors anymore.
I'm the same way. I do run suppressors a lot just because sometimes they are actually like a good fit for whatever the build is, but I'm not worried about it. I'm like, dude, I don't care. Fucking... I feel like everybody's running UAVs and shit all the time anyway, so it's like I don't even care. There's
this one attachment. It's called it's the Jack something, and as soon as you put it on, it goes on the muzzle. As soon as you put that on, it's
like that big, like angular looking one. Dude, I run that. I run that on everything.
That's the only way to do it because
if you're playing Warzone or MW3 and you're trying to figure out like what builds are good and you don't want to fuck around with like researching and everything, literally put that and the Bruin.
And that's all you need.
That Bruin heavy grip. Those 2 things on every single SMGs, marksman rifles, ARs. I mean, literally put that on everything. Put that on your fucking LMG too.
It works so well.
I literally run that on the Bruin too.
Dude, I borderline don't even want to play the raid tonight just to play Call of Duty Rebirth.
I know.
I want to raid, but
well, here's the thing. We're going to be running with Tolk.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which means it's going to be pretty fast and pretty easy, even though we're doing all the challenges and stuff.
Yeah.
it's going to be pretty easy, and it
Mhm.
shouldn't take too long. How
Yeah.
long did that take us before?
45
Like
minutes.
fucking an hour, maybe? So, like, it'll probably be like an hour, and then I'll probably hop off Destiny after that and go straight to COD.
That's my plan.
Yeah. I mean, if we rate at 8,
Mm-hmm.
we like 9:30 getting on COD, that's
Yeah.
not bad at all. That's still like a whole night ahead of us at that point, so.
Interesting.
I wanted to play so bad yesterday. That was one of the reasons I was trying to bail out on the plans, because I was like, well, technically I wasn't bailing out on anything. There were no
It's
plans.
just pressure.
And then randomly Hunter's like, yeah, we're going tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
dude, I regret getting that burrito last night. I woke up and almost puked this morning.
oh, really?
I was laying in bed, and I felt it in my stomach. I was laying I was just laying flat, and I was like, yep, I'm going to puke. I'm going to puke right now. And then it was still pretty...
You think it was like the beef or the sauce or the cheese or everything together?
I don't know. It could have been a light food poisoning type deal.
And then, who knows?
And then I just rolled on my left side, because you don't throw up if you lay on your left side. And I was like, okay, we just got to settle my stomach down, just lay on my left side, and I'll be just fine. And then that's what I did, and I was okay. So, but yeah, pro tip: just lay on your left side if you're gonna fucking throw up, because it's just.
Interesting.
Yeah, I felt absolutely horrible, but
damn,
worth it. It was delicious burrito. I haven't had one in a minute.
And you didn't puke. That's important.
Yeah, exactly.
Kept it all in.
Yeah, didn't yak. But man, dude, I don't know. That was a fucking cheat day. I haven't had a cheat day like that. That and Easter.
Yeah, you had popcorn and a soda and.
Well, it's a Coke Zero.
Oh, Coke Zero, okay.
So it's only like 10 calories.
Yeah.
But
no sugar. That's important though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Give me all that aspartame.
I had that blue slushy. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, yeah.
I miss having. I don't know. I try to limit my sugar where I can.
Yeah.
As much as I can.
That's honestly the thing that I try to dance around the most when it comes to cheat meals, but it's also the hardest thing, because it's like, especially because I smoke so much, it's like, dude, all I want is fucking sugar.
I miss having things like popcorn, cheese, a lot of carb stuff too.
Dude, mac and cheese, man. We used to get the big Sam's Club mac and cheeses, and every day pretty much I'd be like, well, it's the middle of the day, I'm hungry.
Or even McDonald's French fries, dude. I'm just so good.
Yeah.
There's just something about just being out wasted and having a McDonald's French fries and.
Oh yeah. Or like you're hungover and you get the hash browns.
Well, I mean, what I like right now is my alcohol hits instantly.
Oh yeah,
dude. If I do, when we had those 2 shots last night, it was within minutes where I was okay. I'm feeling this a tiny bit now.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about getting skinny is I'm literally a lightweight now. So
yeah, it's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
That's a good thing though.
It's gonna make things fun for the summer though.
Dude, the 4th of July.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Hunter was saying he thinks that I'll be able to have, as long as I stick with it, I'll be able to have abs by probably June, July. So I have the top 2, but the top 2 don't count. So.
Fuck yeah, dude. How long has it been since you had visible abs?
I don't know. When I took that one picture the other day when I woke up, whoa, what are those doing here?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, but I don't think I've never had abs in my entire life. Because even when I was wrestling and doing that, it was I was just at my normal weight. I was working out every day, but I wasn't training for anything specifically. It was wrestling training.
Growing muscle mass or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, because that type of, because we would do maybe one weight room day a week or something. But other
that's how it was for soccer too.
Yeah.
And most of the guys didn't even fucking do it because they were a bunch of pussies anyway. But
foot fairies.
Yeah. But, I mean, I was training pretty hard back then, and that's why I was in really good shape back then, but not like I am now.
Right.
This is so very different, yeah.
Well, soccer's actually really tough too. I couldn't run around like that all day.
Yeah, especially I played midfielder, so it was like constant, like 10 miles a game.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
That's nice for playing football. You go in, you run for a minute, you get another 30-second break, and you go out there. I mean,
yeah.
Other night you're pretty exhausted, but
yeah,
nothing compared to that though.
Yeah, soccer's like it's a little bit different in high school because there's a lot more subs.
Yeah.
Like in like pro soccer, if you come out of the game, you're out. Mm-hmm. So like they only sub like 3 or 4 guys per match.
Yeah.
But like in high school, you can come in and come out, and they can do like 4, 5, 6 subs per half or some shit like that.
Okay.
But still, it's a 90-minute game, 45-minute half. If you don't get subbed out, you're just running for 45 minutes straight.
Literally the whole time.
Yeah.
Sounds exhausting.
Yeah. That's why when you watch soccer, you see guys just standing around.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if the ball's not near you, I mean...
Fuck it.
You can try to, like, give that extra hustle and, like, get positioning and stuff, but it's like, you should just save your energy for when the...
Exactly.
When shit comes towards your zone or whatever, yeah. But now I'm glad we got out last night. That was fun, dude.
Yeah.
But I know we talked about it a little bit, but, like, I know Hunter said that he said it was the best movie that he's ever seen.
I think it was.
And like
it's definitely up there.
Yeah. It's definitely up there. And I was saying last night, I jumped in Discord with some of the people who were on there, and like and I was saying like I don't know if I would classify it as like my number 1 movie of all time, but I maybe would put it in number 2 just from like a cinematic standpoint.
Yeah.
You know. And everyone's like, well, what's your number 1 then? And I'm like, well, I don't fucking know. I just don't feel confident enough to say it's my number 1, but it might, like, visually, there's not really anything to compare it to.
No. Yeah. It's unlike anything, because the shots that they do in there, just, everything is so big.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that scene where he's walking through the crowd, and it's that top down, where it's just so many fucking people, dude.
Mm-hmm.
All the shots that they did like that were
you hit that shit on the head, though. That was like a big time Anakin Skywalker
it was.
type of vibe right there. Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, obviously it won't spoil anything.
Yeah,
but...
yeah. At that point in the movie, where that was so cool.
Yeah,
that I was talking to Quentin when we were playing COD the other day. He was roasting me because I bought the pack. He goes, "What, you playing this little fucking soy boy?" I was like, "Quentin, shut the fuck up." I was like, "He might have done Willy Wonka, yeah, but he's also in Dune too." I was like, "That just means you're a great thespian. You have a ton of range."
True.
I was like, "If you
it's
can."
The same thing with like Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing. That's like the young actors right now. Like he does those crazy roles.
Did you see that one that was really fucked up that he did?
I didn't see the movie. No.
Where he plays, I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
But it takes place in, I think, like a farm type vibe of town, really small town, and I think his dad dies or something in the very beginning, and then he gets raised by somebody else, and he looks out for his sister the whole time, and all this just fucked up shit just happens to him throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
But it was, yeah. I don't know.
Good range. I don't know. I like Timothée Chalamet. I think it's kind of weird right now because of the way that the contracts are for actors. The problem is they just are fucking in everything. Mm-hmm. They're just in every goddamn movie.
I'll take it though.
And it's the same thing with like, if you think about like The Rock.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, out of nowhere, he started making like 10 movies a year.
I don't really like The Rock anymore.
I don't either. I think he's just an asshole, but
I think he's fake as fuck.
Yeah.
Plus, his movies aren't even that. He's just playing the guy that just wins all the time, and
he just kind of plays himself too.
Yeah.
In every movie, but our buddy Andy that we met through Chris, I might have told you this before. He shot a commercial with him.
Oh, really?
For like fitness stuff, yeah. And he said that he was like impossible to work with, and he was like a massive douchebag. And I was like, that kind of makes sense.
I could totally see it.
I was like, that kind of makes sense, but. I mean, he came from WWE, so, like, he obviously has that, like, chip on his shoulder and stuff.
Drama queen.
Yeah, so... But all of a sudden, he's in, like, fucking every movie. He's in, like, 10 movies a year. But that's just, like, that's the way their contract is. They get this crazy signing deal, but then they're required to do, like, whatever the studio wants them to do. So they end up being in a shit ton of... It's like a ton of... It's like, what's her name? Like, Millie Bobby Brown?
Yeah.
She's literally in, like, every fucking movie right now.
But it's a ton of mid movies. Mm-hmm. They're not just really great ones. They're just, especially his. They're just really mid. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense it makes sense in one way, and it doesn't make sense in one way. Because like, if you were an actor, a young dude, imagine being like 22, and the studio's like, we're gonna pay you like, I don't even know what those people get. I have no idea. Right. But let's say they're like, we're gonna pay you like $2 million a year for the next 5 years, but you have to be in every movie that we want you to be in. it'd be hard to say no to that. I mean,
Yeah.
fuck, dude. That's like, and they could make way more than that. They could make way less than that. I have no idea. But I'm kind of making the average between a professional football player and like a teacher. Right. I'm kind of splitting the difference there, and like, but like, at the same time, it kind of puts a weird light on your career because you're in a bunch of shitty movies. Yeah. And then, and people also think of it the same way that I'm thinking about it right now. Like, yeah, they're a great actor, but they're fucking in literally. It's almost like Pedro Pascal. Like, he's an amazing actor. Killing it, though. He's in a lot of insanely good things, right? Like Last of Us. I mean, come on, and The Mandalorian. Like, he's in a bunch of really great shit, but he's in like 2 or 3 movies every year. Right. And it's like, I'm not ready to see.
They're good ones, though.
It kind of pulls you out of the immersion, though, because it's like when you see a character in a movie, it's like, oh, yeah. But it's like, when it's like every movie you see has the same person in it, I don't know. To me, it's kind of like, I had this thought in the back of my head, like, oh, they were in such and such movie. And then I'm like, oh, okay.
I get so invested in... it's just me because I think I get so invested into the story and the world whenever I watch a movie. It takes me out of real life so much.
I don't really think about it while I'm watching a movie. Yeah. I get that. Yeah. I don't really think about it. I'm good at like compartmentalizing that way. Like I can go to the movies, even if I'm seeing a movie that's kind of, I know this is how you are too, and people are giving you shit recently because of it, but like I can watch a movie that's pretty mid and still enjoy it. And I'll leave and be like, yeah, it was a good movie. Like, was the writing kind of shit? Yeah. Was the acting kind of shit? Sure. But like,
those are fun.
It was fun. Yeah, it was cool. It was interesting. It was worth the money to go see it.
It's, it depends what you want out of something. If I'm gonna watch Roadhouse, I'm gonna watch Roadhouse because it's gonna have cool action scenes, because it's gonna have hot chicks, and it's just gonna be fun to watch. I'm getting really fucking hot right now.
Oh, take it off.
Yeah, I am. But no, dude, like, it's all about what you're looking for in it and just what comes with it. If I'm gonna watch The Dark Knight, I'm gonna expect The Dark Knight to be absolutely amazing, or Christopher Nolan's to have an absolute brain fuck on. Yeah. It's supposed to be really cool, but it just you have to know exactly what you want out of something when you go to watch it. That's
like why you go into the movie. Yeah. And especially being involved in film. It's easy for me to sit. I could literally go to a theater and like dissect everything in the movie. Yeah. But at the same time, and I do kind of do that, just subconsciously. But I'm not thinking about it while I'm watching the movie. I'm just like trying to enjoy what's happening because I'm like, oh, I came here. I want to see it. I want to have fun. I want to like it no matter what. So then I end up having a great time and being like, oh, it was a great movie. Yeah. And then in the car on the way home, I could be like, oh well, the fucking, they made a lot of weird choices and they did a lot of this, but still, it's like overall, yeah. Would I recommend seeing it? Sure.
I prefer going so much more than the Netflix and Amazon releases. Because anytime I'm at home, I get distracted. Okay, I'm going to do the dishes, or my Wi-Fi starts fucking up, and you got to restart it. And then I start going on my phone, replying to dishes and shit.
Plus, like the audio and the visuals, it's just like...
But dude, obviously all that comes with it, but I think the coolest thing about when going to the movies is there's no outside bullshit. Like, I'm not going on my phone. Nobody can get to me. I put my shit on Do Not Disturb because I'm fucking in the zone. I'm in that world when I'm watching that.
That's true. But like the movies are designed for the theater. Yeah. In a lot of ways. And that's why it's kind of weird that there are so many movies and shows that, or like not shows, but like movies and like short films and stuff that are produced like for Netflix and stuff.
Because I've never seen A Quiet Place, but I feel like A Quiet Place would be an amazing
Imagine
movie.
In the theater,
in the theater, though.
Dude, imagine like, I don't know, even some of the shows. Imagine watching The Mandalorian for the first time in the theater.
That would be sick.
Dude, like you go to the theater every week and it's like $10.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's like $8 or whatever.
I think $5 is a fair price for a TV show.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I know I said 10. I was like, I'm not fucking paying 10. No. Yeah, but it's like $5 or $6 or $8 or some shit to get in, and like you watch the episode.
That would be sweet.
Dude, that'd be dope. I would do. Yeah, $5 is probably the max I'd pay if I'm doing it every week. But like, yeah, dude.
That'd be fun.
I don't know. And then it's like, well, that's what.
I still want to
$20 a month, and then how much is fucking Netflix? Even more than that, right? So like, It'd be cool to do that kind of shit. And the visuals and stuff, it's like they film it on the same cameras.
Mm-hmm.
They do the same. It's like it's produced by the same studio that makes the movie.
Yeah.
But then we never get to see it that way.
I still want to try the video game thing at the theaters.
Yeah, that'd be crazy too. That'd be crazy too. I would love to play a game I never played before.
That would be kind of cool.
In the theater, because you get all the cutscenes for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, imagine playing, like...
Last of Us, God of War.
I was about to say God of War. I was trying to think of what not the most recent one, but the one... Well, no, yeah, the most recent one.
Ragnarok?
Yeah, Ragnarok. Because I was like, they just came out with one. No, they didn't. They just came out with, like, DLC or some shit, right?
Yeah, DLC.
So, imagine playing Ragnarok with the quality of the graphics and the cutscenes. Imagine playing that for the first time in a theater.
That would be fucking
That'd be insane. Cool. It'd be a whole different experience. It's not practical for everybody to do that.
I love playing that game, blasting the volume too, just because of how the music, the combat, and all the sounds.
Yeah, if you have decent audio in your space, you should be doing it that way. So good.
You know, I was thinking about it with God of War deserved every single award that it got when it came out, but dude, Spider-Man, you know, as the second one, as good as it was, and as much as I'm biased towards Spider-Man, I don't think it deserved any fucking awards that it was trying to get nominated for.
The newer one? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the second one.
You know, but it was specifically because I saw this one article, they were saying that there's this one part in the game where you play as a side mission, and you play as a deaf girl the whole fucking time. It's Miles' friend. And they're saying that was the hardest design for them in the game. It's like, what's this game called? Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
I didn't pay $70 to be a fucking deaf girl simulator. No, thank you.
Yeah.
And it's just a dud of a mission. It's super fucking boring. And the only the tweet was that I read is like the only reason that mission was put in the game is to get articles written about it and to either look PC. And,
they got some fucking donation from
exactly. Yeah, that's what we were talking about the other day.
Yeah.
And yes, that's all that shit is. And it's like, okay, yeah, I would much rather have all the resources put towards that, but you cut a Riot boss fight and more symbiote shit that could have been in the game, but you fucking didn't because you're trying to get some PR. Mm-hmm. Like, fuck that, dude. Like, and see, that's why I love games like God of War, where it's not about the politics. It's not about
it's untouched.
Outside. Yeah. Exactly. And it's like when you're in that world, you're in it, and there's nothing from.
And that's how games should be, I think, too, because people play games not everybody, but a lot of people play games as an escape from reality. So it's like, I don't need all the clutter and all the noise and everything. Yeah. I'm not saying that like all those things are clutter or noise or whatever, but like it's just so unnecessary and like
it interrupts the experience,
especially for a fantasy game.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. And like one that's not set in the same timeline that we're in right now. Like, even Destiny, dude, it's like, why are they just constantly putting all these socio-political things in?
Shoving it in your face.
It's like, we're literally like space cowboys fucking running around blowing up aliens and saving them. Like, what the fuck? It just doesn't even make sense to take all the time and the effort. But it's the same thing you were just saying. They do it for the PR. And then they're like, oh, well, this game has such and such, and this game appeals to such and such audience. And it's like, no, it doesn't. It's the same people playing. Yeah. We're just all getting pissed off now.
I blame California. Also, you have to look at the people that are buying your shit. It's like, okay, let's say 90% of the people that are buying your shit are straight white dudes. What are you gonna do? You're gonna appease the 10% of your sales people? No, that doesn't make sense for the numbers at all. Like, make it make sense for me. Please, in a story sense and a number sense, because nothing fucking adds up.
Yeah.
So,
like, there's obviously nothing wrong with not being a straight white dude and playing video games.
Yeah, but it's just like, I mean, think about it. Like, you know, read
the room.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, dev companies, in a general sense, don't really listen to their audience anymore. They just kind of do whatever the fuck they want, and that's the problem.
Right.
You know? That's why so many games are dying out the way they shouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. One thing that I think is cool. Do you remember when Horizon Zero Dawn came out? That was the first game at the time that was really the first big one that was a fully female-led role.
Oh, yeah.
And it was so cool because there was no political bullshit, and it was just you were a badass chick, fucking hunting robot dinosaurs, and you know
That was it.
it was an amazing story too.
Yeah.
Like it was actually good, and there was no extra bullshit. But now there's just so much they're trying to add into it.
Well, that's the thing now, dude. You can't just have like a game about like a female character or a movie about a female character without them like driving home the fact that it is about a female character or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like insert any quote unquote underrepresented people's group in the gaming world into that. Same thing with TV shows and stuff like that. It's like, I don't care if the main character in the story is, you know, white or black or gay or straight or a dude or a chick. It's like, it doesn't matter if the writing is good and the visuals are cool. I love it.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't, the point of the content shouldn't be the inclusion.
Yeah.
You should have inclusion, but the point, that shouldn't be the whole focus of what you're making.
And that was more shit that they tried to do with Spider-Man as well. There's literally a line where Harry's giving him a tour of the facility, and he goes, well, he's like, I forfeited my salary, and I just put everything towards this, and I made sure I got a diverse staff. It's like, fuck. Like, I feel like I'm in California right now, and I'm just listening to that shit. It's just, dude, come on.
Yeah.
You know, especially my favorite Spider-Man comics are like Ultimate Spider-Man, or even like the old stuff, you know, way back in the day. Like the old school shit was cool, but like I'd say the modern, the Ultimate, you just can't get that, where it's edgy, it's cool, it's dark, and you know.
Yeah.
But it's just not, oh my gosh, we have to make sure that this person from this ethnicity gets this much screen time.
You saw did you see that thing that came out from Disney?
From Elon?
That Elon put out? Dude,
that
it's
was
crazy,
insane.
Man. A lot of industries have that shit.
Yeah.
Gaming is kind of that way too now.
It's starting to.
For a lot of dev companies are kind of giving into that too. But and again, it's like there's nothing wrong with that. Like that's the whole point.
It's just I'm not gonna fucking buy it.
Well, it's like no, I'm just saying like there's nothing wrong with having the inclusion.
Yeah.
But you can't make the whole point of what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, the thing also with that shit does, it's the same shit. If Joey Diaz was talking about this, literally he was talking about getting into school somewhere, and I forgot what his original name is. Not original, but he has like a Spanish name as well. And he first didn't get into the school put in Joey Diaz, but he had to switch it to his, you know, like more his Spanish name or whatever. And after he did that, he got in. The application and everything was the exact same. The only thing that was different is he was showing his ethnic side. So it's, you know, it's just counting people out. It's legit just discrimination against, you know, other people. No one has a fair shot anymore.
Yeah.
It seems like if it goes one way, one side gets pissed off. It's go this way. I don't know. That's why I like sales, dude. It's like, you know, if you're the best, you get what you fucking want, and you get to get it. Doesn't matter who you are, where you come from.
That's why it's very fair. It's very fair. That's why I like it too. It's because it rewards actual hard work. Yeah. Right. But also, it's a very even playing field.
Yeah, and you get found out real quick if you're not.
If you're not cut out for it, you get exposed. Yeah. 100%.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what you look like. If you fucking suck dick, you suck dick. You know?
Yeah. I was actually just talking to Brad about that on the phone, literally right before you got here, about one particular person that is going through a training that I'm in right now. Yeah. And it's like, if you're not cut out for it, okay. Most people aren't. Not everybody is. I don't know, right? Yeah. But you got to kind of understand what you're doing, understand what your limits are, and figure out like what your lane is and what you're actually good at. True. And like we can't just constantly be having this crazy high turnover. I mean, turnover in any industry is horrifically bad. It's worse than it's ever been by a landslide, because people are getting put into these roles that they're not ready for and that they're not actually good at just because they're checking boxes and filling seats and like, you know, reaching their quotas and all of this stuff. And it's like this constant turnover. anybody could be the best.
Yeah.
But like, if you're not, you're not.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's very fair that way.
Oh, yeah, no. So we brought up Mando. Really, it reminded me of the episode that Lizzo was in. Did you hear about all the Lizzo shit that's going on right now? Dude, this is fucking insane. So, did you see the tweet where she put out where she said, "I'm quitting"?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then she made a video the next day. It was hilarious because everybody in her comments was like, "Okay, like bye, like thanks." But anyways, the fucked up shit was so it was I think maybe 1 or 2 years ago, all this stuff came out about how she had a super toxic work environment and she was belittling with a ton of people. And I thought it was really surface level on a lot of things, but it wasn't it at all. It was actually really fucked up shit.
Oh, I think you told me about this.
Or was it you or Hunter? I can't remember.
I think it was both of us.
Well, dude, so apparently she took her workers into the red light district and she found a bunch of strippers and stuff and some prostitutes and everything, and they grabbed some bananas and she literally put the bananas in the whores and she made her like workers eat the bananas out their pussies.
That is so fucking foul, dude. That is so foul. That is so fucked up. That is so like, what is she, the fucking queen back in the like 1700s? Like, holy shit, dude!
Isn't that insane?
God damn.
And then they also had a moment where they were so scared they were rehearsing for for one of their shows, and one of the dancers were so terrified to leave the set to go to the bathroom because she thought if she did she was gonna get fired. She literally fucking shat her pants while she was doing her dance practice routine because there was just threats of, if you're not fucking committed, you're gonna get fired, blah 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 blah. Right? It's just insane, dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, part of it is just the culture too. Like, as fucked up as that is, part of it is just the culture too. Like, and that's like the California thing too. Like, people go out there, they want to be like, they want to be a star, they want to fucking, they want their big break, and they know that they have to like do the grunt work first. They got to do all this, the backup dancer shit and all this shit. And then they just can't say no to anybody because they're afraid that they're gonna like miss their chance.
And they get Harvey Weinstein.
Exactly. Yeah. They don't want to miss their shot, so they don't want to say. They never want to say no, and then they end up fucking their whole life up, and then it's a shit show, and they hate everything, and then and then they end up doing crack and shit, and then that's California for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy though, and
it's fucked up.
And especially for her for putting out this image of, oh, I'm a big fat black queen, and it's trying to promote body positive. It's like, fuck that. It's like, you're just...
Dude, she's like a psychopath, huh? She's a sociopath.
Puts out one image, but behind the scenes is the exact thing.
She's like committing crimes against people.
Yeah. What I think it is, I think even being at that level, I think she still hated skinny people and would, just because she just can't put down the ice cream, man.
Damn.
That's
a hot take right there. Nah. Dude, that's insane.
Isn't that crazy?
That's insane, bro.
When I heard about that, I was like, I did not realize that it was this bad.
That's fucked up.
That is some Dan Schneider type of shit. Same thing with the Nickelodeon stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking all that stuff. Absolutely insane.
People think that that's what it's gonna be. People think like how you were talking when you went to Miami.
Yeah.
And you were like that. It's like the upper echelon. It's like a different these people aren't operating the same way.
No.
Right? We kind of talked about this on our last episode, like the Harvey Specter type of thing. Like, I'm living my life in a different way. Like, I'm on a different level. But like, people think that they need to. That's going to be their path to that. It's just bending down for everybody, bending over for everybody, literally, right?
Yeah, shit, dude.
And it's like, it's crazy. That's how you end up like Diddy, bro.
Yeah, you get Diddy.
You fucking talk to the wrong person, and the next thing you know, you're getting looped into some scheme, and you just can't say no, and damn.
Then you're known as the diddler.
Then you're fucked, dude. And they were implicating like Prince Harry in it and everything. I'm like, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You end up getting, you get close to people that you think are going to help take you to the top, and then they want you to do some shit, and you don't want to say no, and then next thing you know, you fuck it all up. That's crazy.
I also see the right people winning right now, too, especially with Sketch, Queso, Jinxie. Like, those guys are 100% winning, and they deserve it. Which is it's cool to see stuff like that on the flip side at the same time.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, it was. I saw some clips of it was from the stream with he was hanging out with Brad and the Nelk Boys and everybody, and there was a bunch of hoes there at the thing. Well, one of them was trying to give Sketch a cigarette, and Brad was like, "No, get the fuck away from him! Like, get out of here!" It was cool,
dude. So last night after we got home, which was what fucking 1:20, some shit like that. I was on my computer. I wasn't playing games or anything. I was literally just watching YouTube and hanging out in Discord. And I always have Twitch up on my second monitor when I'm just hanging out, because if there's somebody that I know or that I'm like buddies with or that I enjoy their stream or I want to support or whatever, I'll just throw them up while I'm working on stuff. And I was looking through my list. I was like, oh, who's on? Looking through my list of like live follows. You know, people I follow who are live. And obviously at the top, who's always at the very top? Kai.
Oh, okay, right? Yeah.
He had 156,000 people in his stream. And I was like, holy shit. So I clicked on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't understand how there's so many people. So I click on it, and he's got like fucking 30 people in his room. I
saw a clip of that, yeah.
Dude, it was insane. They literally, like, pretty soon after we jumped in, so when we first joined, because I got everybody in Discord interested enough that they all jumped in too. And right when we were joining, they had like a dominatrix there who was like rating everybody and like telling who she was gonna dominate and like telling all these crazy stories and shit.
Was that the chick in the pink dress? I saw one clip of her.
No, she's wearing like black, like.
Oh, okay, different girl. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
And I was like, wow, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then like after she left, one of the girls who was a guest there went and like grabbed. They're all like eating snacks and shit, and she grabbed like a thing of like Chips Ahoy cookies.
Yeah.
And one of the other people tried to grab one out of it, and she like hid it away, and literally it was a huge brawl, dude. I mean, like chairs were flying, dude. It was crazy. It was insane. I mean, literally, like people's legs were going up in the air and shit, dude. It was so fucking crazy. And I'm like, holy shit, this is all going down on stream. And then there was like a part later on where like somebody pulled a gun out, was waving it around and shit.
Oh my god!
Dude, it was crazy. And they're like, I guess like Lil Yachty was on his way there or some shit.
What?
And then like they started playing Fear Factor. Like Kai organized like Fear Factor, and they had like a guest judge come in. They're doing all this shit, like eating crazy shit, and like doing all this stuff. And it was so chaotic. Literally, like Kai ends up getting a text that like Yachty's not coming, and everyone's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And everyone in the chat's like, he was afraid he was gonna die, and like all this shit. I'm like, yeah, dude, if I was a celebrity like that, and I'm watching the stream, I'm on my way there, and I'm seeing, I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I don't want to get involved in that. It was crazy though. At one point, he had like 168,000 people in the stream, and like people were gifting like 100 subs. I'm like. He has his sub counter up. He has almost 140,000 subs.
Holy shit!
And at partner level, you make 50%. So he's making $2.50, or no, he's making $3 off each of those every month. So he's making what is that? Just straight off the rip before taxes, just from subs. What did I say? 100. Let's just say 130 to be on the safe side. Dude, that's a shit ton of money.
That's nuts, dude.
Yeah, that's like $400K every month just from subs. And obviously tax is going to rip a ton of that out and everything like that. But like...
That's a ton of money.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty...
And that's before everything. I mean, that's before, because he owns AMP, right? AMP. So all their merch and all their gaming and all their shit and all their profit share and all their content, plus his own merch and all of his brand deals and everything else. It's like, and all of his like celebrity endorsements, like literally all that shit. It's like, I can't even imagine.
Right. That's pretty wild to fucking think about, dude.
Dude, imagine you're just fucking dicking around playing Spider-Man on streaming. You got like 2 people in there, or maybe like 8 people in there, and all of a sudden you get raided with like 100K people, and you're just like, what the? I'm pretty sure if that happened, my PC would probably die.
I'd shit my pants.
My PC would probably crash.
Yeah.
Because that happens sometimes when people like, I've seen a lot of times where like a bigger streamer will raid like a smaller streamer, like when Tim the Tatman's playing, like when he's spectating and he spectates somebody who's streaming, and he ends up like telling everybody like, oh, give him a follow, go check him out. Literally the person's stream will crash. Like so it's so frequent because like their PC's just getting overloaded with like a million fucking notifications and shit, and then their stream goes down.
PS5 just starts smoking.
Yeah. Literally.
Oh, here we go. It's done. This is it.
Yep. Okay. Hopefully you made some money off of it because you just fucking
for real
destroyed your whole system.
I gotta figure out how to. I don't know. I need like an extended camera to go. Cause I have to have it set up so that way Ray can't fuck with it because she does her zooms and down there, and she's already fucked up a couple things before. But I got to get a cord to go underneath and then go up to like having a camera set up so that way it can be, because the PlayStation can handle the camera too.
Yeah, right.
I can do that, and I don't know. I got to get with Gabs and see how she does her multi, because she does it off the PlayStation too when she does something. So. I'll have to figure it out. Yeah,
every time she plays Fortnite, she plays on the PlayStation. When she's streaming, anyway.
Yeah. But I was like, I don't know. I just got to experiment to do that. The TikTok stuff is fun because I'll just get like some, fun clips and just throw them together and upload those.
That's one thing I need to be better about. It's like doing TikToks consistently.
Well, the best thing with the PlayStation is that if something happens, you can hit one of the share buttons and you can hit save past 30 minutes or however much of gameplay that you want, and you can either upload it unlisted, but if it's just a cool gaming clip, you can do up to 5 minutes.
That is nice. There are programs like that on PC too where you can record things that happened previously, but it depends on what you're doing. Yeah. Because if you got a lot of shit running already, you don't want to have some running in the background. The one thing that I do use sometimes, the Xbox Games Bar, or the Game Bar, or whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah.
That will let you do that. It'll let you record the previous 30 seconds, but you can't do more than 30 seconds. So like if you're doing something,
it's not a lot of time.
No, it's not. Like the other night when we were playing Warzone, and I'm like, dude, I just had the craziest play I've ever had in Call of Duty before. I was like I pulled up the Game Bar, but when I went to do the record thing, it like, the dialogue popped up. It was like, are you sure you want to give permission to Xbox Game Bar to record your screen? And I clicked yes. But by the time I clicked yes and then clicked the record thing again, it like missed like the whole fucking thing.
Damn.
And I'm like, 30 seconds, dude.
That's it?
That's nothing.
No.
Yeah. That used to happen to me when I played on Xbox, when I made Destiny YouTube videos way back in the day. Like when I first started, like before I even called my channel like Wolvesbane, before like back in the day.
Yeah.
I would like record. That's what I would do. I would just play. I would just grind games, and then when something cool happened, I would like record the last 60 seconds or whatever. But there were so many of my like best clips where I only got the second half.
Really, dude? PS4's had that for a minute, where you can do like the last 30 minutes to an hour. There was just a ton.
That is one of the reasons I switched to PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, technically, I grew up on PlayStation with the PS2, but.
I went from Xbox to PlayStation.
Yeah.
That's how I was.
The first time I bought my own console, because the PlayStation was my brother's, so when I bought my own, I was like, I want to play Halo. I want to get Xbox. Yeah. So I got Xbox 360, and then it got the red ring. And then I got...
What happened to my OG one?
Then I got another Xbox 360, but it was like the updated body style.
Yeah.
It was the Halo 4 one. It was like all clear, and then it had like all that crazy shit on it.
That's cool.
I love that, except that it had special sound effects. Like when you turn it on, it did this massive thing. Dude, I could never do it at night because of how much noise travels in my parents' house. Yeah. Dude, yeah. And the disc drive sound, the disc tray sound was super fucking loud. I'm like, God damn, and you could not turn it off.
Those exclusive consoles are really cool, though.
I wish I had... It came with 2 controllers, too, that were all done the same way. I wish I'd kept one of them. I sold the whole thing to one of my buddies. I wish I kept one of the controllers because that shit was so dope.
Yeah.
But, yeah, after that I bought Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. Know what happened to that.
Dude, I'm so confused with just the Xbox, like, because Xbox One came out when PS4 came out, but since then they've had like the Xbox One Series S, Xbox One Series X.
There was like projects after Xbox One. They released 2 at the same time. Was Xbox One S?
Yeah,
and then there was an Xbox One Project Scorpio.
Dude, it makes zero. I mean, I'm not in like the Xbox realm, but it makes zero sense to me because I know Billy just bought one. I don't know why.
Yeah. But well, Nate did too.
Yeah.
When the PS4 Pro came out, that's when Xbox was like, we're working on something called Xbox Project Scorpio, and everyone's like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then they were like, wait, why don't we just make our console good?
Right.
Instead of like making one version of it that's good, why don't we just scrap this whole project and just make our console good? And that's what they did.
So it would have been hilarious if they called it the 720 instead.
The 720, yeah. Dude. The fucking 540 and the 720 and all that shit.
That would have been so funny, dude. Because I remember seeing stuff for it. Yeah. The numbers make sense.
Everyone thought that's how it was going to be back in the day.
Yeah.
And then eventually it was going to be like 1060 or some crazy shit.
Dude, it looks so funny on like the packaging for games as well. It just, I don't know. I just feel like it's a bit of a troll thing. It's just stupid, but it's funny though.
I remember seeing like the old renders too of like what people thought, oh, this is what the next PlayStation's
shit.
Gonna look at. Yeah, it's like nobody wants that like big bulky chunky
Dude,
shit.
I so would. That would be awesome.
I mean, okay. Maybe for like the nostalgia factor, but
like a big alien ship for a gaming console. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's literally what they looked like. They literally looked like alien ships.
They did, yeah.
Yeah, and the concept stuff.
Yeah. And then like none of that shit ever.
No.
Yeah.
No, not ever.
Dude, now the Xbox is like a fucking
mini fridge.
It's like I was actually surprised how small they are. I thought it was going to be big because like the PS5 is huge. I'm like, oh, the Xbox is probably huge too. It's actually pretty small.
Right.
Which is surprising.
Yeah, I mean.
But, I guess there's not like a whole lot going on there, right? It's pretty. Then it's like my PC is literally. That's like 3 PS5s.
Yeah. True.
Literally, that's like 3 or 4 PS5s big. But
the thing about it, Xbox doesn't have VR, doesn't, have a decent amount of like the same shit that the PS5
That's
does.
true, yeah. The PS5 has a lot more going on.
Yeah, way more going on, I would say.
I saw an IGN thing that I guess you're really supposed to have the PS5 on its side.
Yeah.
Because like dust will go in the top and it'll just like fuck the whole thing up. Yeah.
That's how mine is. So.
You got yours on your side.
Yeah, it's always been like that.
Yeah. Do you use the little tray thing, the little foot thing?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
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 That's good.
Yeah, it balances it out for it.
Yeah. I can see why people stand it up because that's what they advertise.
Yeah.
They always show it standing up and it looks really dope.
Mm-hmm.
Takes up a shit ton of space.
True.
When it's standing up, but I don't know.
Well, we got that massive TV center that we built, so.
Yeah, it's true. Amish way.
Yeah, man.
That's another our Wi-Fi thing. That's another device that has that same issue.
Really?
Because the cooling is top to bottom, but dust will always go in the top. Damn. So I have to blow it out like every week.
I make it real hard.
I'm blowing it. That's honestly. That's one of the things that like they don't tell you when it's like, oh, I want to build a PC, I want to have a PC. It's just so much maintenance.
Yeah.
And dusting that shit all the fucking time. Like it doesn't look bad right now, but like the fans on the front, when you turn the lights off, you can just see all the fucking dust. Really? And I just blew it out on last Friday.
Damn. That's part of the reason I like having my PS5.
The consoles they're not nearly as versatile.
Oh, I know, yeah.
but they do their job really fucking well.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about the other day, I think, because Hunter was having me give him all of my graphic settings for COD on PC. And you were like, I just turned the game on and play. And I'm like, fuck. Because like the games are really designed for console.
Yeah.
And the console is designed to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
So it just works. You never have all this fucking screen tearing and all the input lag. And well, not necessarily input lag. Sometimes you can have that on console.
Yeah.
But like, you don't have to deal with all the fucking like, what setting do I want to use for my subsurface scattering on my reflection surfaces? And it's like you just fucking push the power button and start the game, and that's it.
I'm a simple guy, man. I don't need much.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Ideally, I love having everything on one PC. I was actually thinking about this a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I love having everything on one system. It's very simple. And it's a very powerful computer as well. So I can stream and play. I can play games at 60 FPS, 1080. I only play 60 FPS because I have a 6K art monitor.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't go past 60 FPS. It doesn't need to.
Right.
But even if I had like a nicer gaming monitor that did like 120 or 144 or whatever, I could do that playing at 1080 while having OBS open, while streaming, running my camera software and my lighting with Discord and all my other shit. Like I can run all of that shit at the same time just fine. Mm-hmm. Would I like to play the game in 4K?
Yeah.
Sure. Would I like to turn all the fucking ray tracing and everything on? Yeah, I would like that. That would be dope. Mm-hmm. I can't do that while streaming though, because there's just too much shit going on.
Too much, yeah.
Right. And so I would like to at some point either do a dual PC streaming setup where which a lot of people do.
That'd be cool.
One computer is just running the game, and one computer is running your whole stream, everything else.
Dude, that's cool.
And I would like to do that someday.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense right now.
All right.
Right. But the other thing is too, like playing the game on using like the Elgato built in, right, which is what we do, and that's how she runs her stream. But like playing the game on a console, instead of playing it on PC. There's a lot more customization you can do on PC with like the graphics of the game and everything else like that. But still, it's like it would be so nice if I'm like, oh, I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna be home late from the thing I was doing. I'm gonna start straight away. I want to get started immediately.
Yeah.
If I could just come in, wake my computer up, open OBS, push the power button on a PlayStation, and I'm good to go.
That'd be pretty convenient.
Yeah, instead of having to be like, let me open Task Manager and close everything that doesn't need to be running to make sure I have maximum like CPU and GPU usage and RAM usage, and then I gotta open this, and then I gotta fit this into this spot, and I gotta move this here, and I gotta do that, and then it's like no updating drivers. No fucking around with your graphics settings. No worrying about what's running and what's not running.
Just go.
You just go. You just do it. Mm-hmm. And there's something really nice about that.
That's how the consoles are, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Just go.
So I wouldn't mind that either. Just running like my PC, running everything except the game.
Right.
And then I'm just playing on a console through the Elgato. Yeah. You feeling your legs today?
Yeah, dude, horribly right now.
I was when I got up at the end of the calls today, because I was pretty much on the fucking. I had meetings and like trainings and shit literally from 8 till 4:30.
Damn.
So, when I got up after that, I was getting up. I try to get out of my chair every time there's a break to at least stretch my legs. But like I started walking around the house and I was like, fuck, like my hamstrings and everything, like
I'm feeling everything right now, man. I love these. These are my favorite pair of shorts right now, though.
Fuck yeah,
I love these things. They're fucking so cool.
Hell yeah.
It's just, it was pure craziness for the design. I was like, yeah, this is the vibe.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I like this shit.
Dude, I was able to do my pull-ups today with 15 pounds of assistance.
Hell yeah.
I did like 10 of them too.
It's big progress.
Yeah. I was like, let's just see how many I can do. I was like, I didn't go until failure. I was like, let's just do 10. And then, but still, I did 5 with no assistance at all. So.
When we were working out at the Y way back in the day, I could do 20, 25, just body weight.
That is crazy.
Just grabbing that little bar they had on the wall, just grabbing that shit. But I'm a lot heavier now than I was back then too.
I'm a lot less heavy.
Yeah, must be nice. I mean, I'm a lot stronger than I was back then, but I'm also a lot heavier. I weigh like 35 pounds more than I did back then.
Right. Okay.
So.
Dude, no. Oh my gosh.
That's a decent amount.
No, I went in listening to this crazy mix. This shit got me so hyped.
Is that the one you put on your Snapchat?
Yeah, dude. You gotta listen to this. This is fucking crazy. Hold on. And then when I was on SoundCloud, I've been finding some classic rock mixed with EDM. So it's a remix of a lot of like classic rock songs, which is really cool. But hold on. Listen to this. This is nuts. It's only a minute long too, so we can just play the first part. Ooh. Dude, isn't that how it...
Unexpected little hidden gem there.
Dude, yeah. I found it on TikTok, and the guy hasn't uploaded the full version yet, but that was the closest to it, and I went and doing my pull-ups today, just fucking rip into that.
Yeah, I really want to get to a point where I can actually do mashups like that.
It's so cool, too.
Yeah. And that's something that like I want Nate to show me how he does that, so that I can like
make some crazy shit.
Actually understand. Like, I don't want him to like teach me like all the ins and outs of everything that he does for it, but I do want him to at least show me what like he actually. I don't even know what like when I look at like we use Rekordbox as a software for doing DJing, but like I don't know what half that shit does still. So I would like him to show me like what he does, and then I can fuck around with it a little bit more. But like I was having fun figuring it out. That board has a lot less features on it than his main board, like the big one. But I ended up finding out he was saying that like that could do everything that the other one can do. It's just not as easy,
right?
Which is true.
Yeah.
Because when you can tell like on my last stream I did where I did DJing, I like the first half. The second half was considerably better than the first half, because in the first half I'm like, fuck, it's been a little bit since I did this, and I'm not used to using this board. I'm used to having a lot more shit here. So I like couldn't figure out, I didn't know how to do like the beat loop thing to like make the transitions better, and I didn't know how to like there were a bunch of things I didn't know how to do, and I was figuring it out though as I was going through shit. And that was fun too, kind of learning how to do it. It's a lot more basic of a piece of equipment, but it does do pretty much all the same things.
That's good.
When we were fucking around with his one, he was here the last time, we ended up finding out that like you can literally use it to like make music from scratch.
That's so cool.
Like you can literally, it's crazy, but I need to deep dive a lot more on mine.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna end up getting a launch pad, like some kind of MIDI pad, like a launch pad or some shit like that, so I can start doing more of that.
Have you ever seen the videos of people playing Warzone with flutes and stuff?
Oh yeah.
You should make a stream doing one with that.
Dude,
if you can figure out how to make the controls go with that, you can literally be mixing on people.
That'd be fucking dope.
Dude, that would be so...
Dude, there's nothing to it, really.
Yeah.
It's just like...
That'd be awesome, dude.
This is literally the whole thing.
That'd be hilarious. Imagine getting fucking lit up by some guy playing with a mixing board.
Dude.
Yeah,
I don't know how you would...
This could be zoom in. This could be fire.
No, these would have to be your movement controls. These would be your sticks.
Wait.
This would be up and down. This would be left and right.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good idea. And then...
Or, I don't know, maybe these could be those.
Yeah, then you could use
and
the
buttons. And then you got, like, all these. You got, like, all your little shit here.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That would be so
honestly,
funny,
probably,
bro.
There aren't really that many controls on the controller, right? Because I play 99% of the games on mouse and keyboard.
Even if you have it set up to where you can have it just do shooting, it would be fucking so funny.
Dude, I could like literally put this on the floor and use my feet. Oh my god, dude! Imagine I use these to aim with my feet, and all I have to worry about with my hands is fucking shooting and using my equipment and shit.
And you can do,
that'd be clutch.
or even you could get one of the drum things set up, or something where you can.
Oh yeah.
You can have it set up where you can.
I always wanted to get one of those Xbox adaptive controller things.
Yeah.
Those foot pad ones. Put that shit on the floor. Dude, imagine putting like your crouch button on that. And just not having to take your finger off the stick. Some people are like using claw grip and shit on their controller where they like have a finger on every button at the same time. I'm like,
no, fuck that. You know,
you're gonna fucking get arthritis.
That could work out so well if you're going to Heglitch people and you just start slamming your foot while you're fucking.
Yeah, like. Dude, it would be so convenient.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be like.
You put your melee on the other one?
Yeah, like how the fuck are we supposed to hit this guy?
Yeah.
It's like little you know, he's fucking Tommy Lee while he's playing fucking Call of Duty at the same time.
Double bass pedaling the fuck out of it while he's doing it.
And have it record a song at like the same time.
Ooh!
You can make a beat out of your
that is that is a really cool content idea.
Mm-hmm. Make your mixing board so every movement that you do, it makes a certain beat with it.
You could even do that with like regular mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
I could just have a separate program running. I could just have whatever the fuck people want to use running in the back, like Ableton or some shit.
Yeah.
Running in the background. And I just have it all set up to my keystrokes. And then I just play the game. And then at the end, we listen to what the song sounds like at the end of the match.
I like that. Dude, I don't know. I had this idea where if I were to make a song, do you remember that video that I took? I can't remember if it was 2 years ago on the 4th of July when Nathan went running away when he was drunk as fuck. And I got the video where he's standing like this and he just goes, man, back when I was in track, I was fast as fuck. And then a firework goes off and I get a video of the firework goes boom, and then Nathan just goes and I would want to turn that into how they have it on those big DJ setups, and then when it goes off, the beat just drops and he gets laser eyes and shit. It's just, I think that'd be so fucking funny.
Damn.
Because have you seen the videos of that where they'll take videos of people in real life, and when they'll do that, they'll make that a part of the song too, and then they have it on screen at the same time.
This guy Bishu does that shit.
I love that.
Yeah.
It is so it's hilarious too.
Yeah. It's like the tight beat thing.
Yeah.
They'll show the picture and they're like this tight beat, and then they'll make the song and like
I was thinking something the other day of a Karen flipping out, and then they turn that and as like the start of the song where she was just losing her shit, and then like the beat just raged. It was so fucking cool.
I love that. You never know what clip of you might end up being in the song.
You could literally get turned into a beat.
You gotta watch out.
Yeah. Boomers are coming for your houses, and we're coming for your fucking.
Yeah, we're gonna make
clips
beats out of you.